All right, good morning everyone. Just getting the cows in for afternoon milking. Hopefully there's a couple of collies running around somewhere. They were with me earlier. We got the top cow dug Gus on the job. I think the cows have nailed this, look at that, compared to that. Anyway, this morning we went off and moved some heifers. So I'll show you a little bit of footage of that now. Come on heifers, change of location. Good girls. We actually want them to go left, but they're gonna have to go up the road first. Rob's gonna stop them. Oh God, that's broken. Good girls, go on, down the hill. Come on, you silly things. Oh, just jump off the edge, well done. Textbook, Rob.
You get them all? Oh, no.
Just come back for another.
Yeah, thought we'd do a second run.
Go on, there she is, stop the traffic. Come on, hey, 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 hey. Don't mind the horse, don't mind the horse. Textbook, Abby, well done.
Ideal, thank you, Abby. Right.
They look happy.
In amongst the docks.
We'll come back to say hello. Yes, we've done a lap and we decided we don't like it in here.
I'll be hungry enough.
So we basically just ran them out of ramp field, as we call it. I think it's actually called Govers Down, I was told by the people that own it. Down the road into another field, so the heifers will be happy for a little while there now. We also went and checked the big ones, they're all fine. And then me and Rob actually went off and started lopping up some trees, or taking some low branches off some trees over the park where the big heifers are. Just so you can get in under with the tractors, so you can top all the nettles out and get in there with a slurry tanker and fertiliser and everything. Pip's turned up. Where's Rocky? Where is the main dog? Where's your mate, Pip? Anyway, normally Rob would be getting the cows in now. He would have come up and shift the fence as well, so this will probably just go straight across there. We might even back fence them, so we can come out of this side gate here now, halfway across the field. We'll probably bring the fence around this side of the trough and then give them a piece with another fence over there, so that tomorrow they can't come on any of this. But I don't know what he's planning to do, so... Rocky, there you are! Rocky, Rocky, Rocky! But anyway, we'll leave that to Rob. He would have normally got the cows in, as I said, but somebody has turned up to talk about putting matting down in the parlour for the cows. So I think it's 1 inch thick. So obviously on either side of the parlour where they stand, and I believe in the collecting yard for such a distance, so behind the parlour there's probably about 10 feet a yard before a drain. So putting it in there as well, and then possibly in the front where the cows leave the parlour. Just make it one nice uniform level all the way. So yeah, somebody's looking at that. So Rob said, do I want to come and get the cows in quick? And then he'll start milking with Abby and I'll take on when I get back. Anyway, got all the cows here, ready to go. It's supposed to be a heat wave now. It is really, really muggy. It's like proper humid, but it's not that 24, 5, 6, 7 degrees they said it's going to be. But I think that's to come tomorrow and Wednesday. Other stuff that's happening on the farm, we are actually going to start drying some cows off 1 week today. So next Monday is the day. All the tubes are here ready. The first 50 cows are on a list in the farm office, ready to be picked out on Monday next week. So if you take 50 of those plus 15 that are going barren on Thursday this week, there'll be 65 cows less being milked, which is roughly 3 sides in the parlour. So that'll make a dent in the milking herd. Now there's a bit of grass here that it's on the side of a bank. I don't want to push the cows too hard up here because there's quite a steep bank there. And there is a track that goes down. I don't know how many of them have made it down it yet. They've all sort of just mobbed out here to start grazing. Come on then, girls. Rob said about fencing this off. And I went, yeah. And then I didn't. Oh, cow, don't do that. God's sake. Should have shut the gate. Come on, cow. There you go. Right, I'm going to try and get these cows off this bank a minute, safely. And I'll chat to you whilst we're driving. Right, cows are on their way in. Down round the corner we go. You see they got that piece of grass there for tonight's feed, so they had that sort of triangle in there yesterday and the piece underneath night before. Cows actually milked really well this morning. They were really content. Pretty quick coming through the parlour. I think I had maybe 3 that were mucky. Made a mess and that was it. The rest was just plain sailing, which was nice. Right, so I mentioned getting ready to dry off cows next week. So Rob this morning brought down some boxes of teat sealant, which is Norris Seal, I believe he used, and some dry cow tubes, which is Albanin. Now, not every cow gets a dry cow tube. It's what you call selective dry cow therapy, the basis of which, so if a cow has had a cell count over 200 in the last 3 milk recordings, they'll get a dry cow tube, or if they've had mastitis, I believe, in the lactation. I'm pretty sure everything else just gets teat sealant, and that is it, which is where the milk companies want you to be heading really with your antibiotic use. We also got the Tapari guns out that I had at Northwick, so we got one ready to give the animals some fluke when we dry them off, because you can't give them that whilst they're in milk. And we're also going to put some fly prevention on them, some swish. So we've got the 2 guns to do that. They're also going to be bolus as well, so we'll bolus fluke, fly paw, or I call it fly paw. Fly paw is a product, but we'll put fly prevention on the cows whilst they're in the crush, and then they'll be dried off in the parlour, and then we're going to run them up to some deferred grazing on top of the hill, so the furthest paddocks away from the farm that can be used for the milking cows but get left for dry cows. So that is grass that's gone past its best, and there's lots of seed heads in it and like sort of longer stalky stuff, pretty low quality grass, which is exactly what they want because we don't want them to be actively producing milk, and that will just help dry them down a bit. But yes, I haven't used the Tapari guns in a while, so it'd be good to use those. Rob was quite keen to get them out and get them calibrated up, so we've done that. We've run some water through them just to make sure they're pushing out what they say they are. So we've got one with a big 70ml barrel, and we'll give a 70ml dose of fluke to the cows. And then the smaller one, we've got a 14ml barrel, and we'll give 28ml, so 2 loads of that to the cows with the swish, which is the fly stuff. That'll be a job for Monday. We'll try and record a bit of that. Right, new day, new job. So we're on with a bit of dirty water. I think I've mentioned before, but probably haven't showed you, the farm has a slurry pit and then also a dirty water ditch where all the parlour washings go and any yard runoff, and then the slurry pit is just for slurry. So I'm just on with emptying that one on the field that the cows finished grazing last night. I won't have anywhere near enough to do the field. In fact, this load and perhaps one more is all that's in the ditch. I might get another one after that, I don't know. If I do, it won't be a full one. But anyway, it might help the grass do a little bit of growing on the banks here during what is supposed to be a heat wave. The only downside to spreading dirty water instead of slurry is you cannot see where you've been. But it's all good fun. So I came out here this morning with Abby and we did a bit of topping. So just anywhere there was some thistles or stinger nettles, knocked them out. Got Abby all up to speed on how the topper works. So she's now official topper driver. I don't know how well you can tell, but we're on a bit of a bank here. But the slurry tank is telling me it's got no slurry left. It's actually got loads, it's all fallen to the back. We're going uphill and on a bank. Oh, we're about to have a refusal as well. The ground's like, it's dry, it's like waxy on top. We had a heavy fog this morning, so everything's sort of hanging damp at the moment. Then of course anything that you've spread with water is going to be greasy, so you can't drive over what you've already done. Now, does that give you some context for how steep it is? Not really. That is fairly steep. Of course I'm now looking downhill, so the tank is going to want to not empty itself exactly like it's doing, so that's... No, stops that way, innit? Stop, take that out. I'll drive down the slope that I'm on, turn around and come back up it the other way so it empties. I'm not taking the dirty water back to the ditch with me, that's for sure. Exhaust brake is so good. So good. Open that one up. Go macerating. I keep getting text messages from like a mobile phone number telling me, we're pleased to inform you that your super fast broadband is going to be installed tomorrow. And then they give me a postcode which isn't mine. So some poor person somewhere is expecting broadband tomorrow, or is going to be getting broadband tomorrow, and might have no idea. So they must have given my contact number thinking it was theirs, or like got a digit wrong or something. No, we really are empty. That's upsetting. Right, flick that switch, fold the old arms up, and then send her down the hill. Little view of the farm there, so parlour and everything is down there. We're on this big sort of bowl of a field, so this bit down here is flat, right along the bottom there, and then that's all banked up that way. That's sort of banked up on that sort of angle. That behind us goes up quite steep there, so it's like a big dish. So look at this, just on the exhaust brake, I'm not touching the brakes at all. Coming down over this fairly steep bank, absolutely wonderfully. Let's go see if we can suck up another load. I've got to hold down this switch I don't know why, it changes its mind sometimes. Basically that allows you to get off the seat with the PTO running. Put that one in there, pull that handle up, pull that handle up. Now as I said, there's not actually much left in here. There might be a couple load. I can't quite remember how deep it goes. You see it pulls all the liquid from the top down to the deepest part, which is here. It takes, I don't know, a couple minutes to fill the tank up. So this ditch that is used for all the parlor washings and everything, the EA want it moved, because see the hedge there, there's a stream just at the bottom there, so there's only about 4 or 5 meters between the stream and the ditch. Completely fair enough, they want it moved. So I think the plan is to dig a big lagoon out here and backfill this ditch with whatever's dug out and make it big enough so that all the parlor washings over the winter haven't got to be touched. At the minute, I think Rob's got to either take it to the big pit or blow it over a hedge a couple of times during the winter, or maybe more than that. See that pipe there that comes out the bank? That is where everything from the back of the parlor, any dirty water from that side of the farm comes under the road via that pipe into here. So all we do is extend it out until wherever the lagoon goes, which I think it's going here somewhere. Obviously backfill all that in, and then it can be its own thing, and it will hold a load of dirty water, which is actually really handy this time of year when there's not a lot of rain about and it's hot. A bit of dirty water goes a long way. The nice thing as well about dirty water is it keeps the tanker clean. Doesn't get covered in muck and slurry and everything. Abby's done a nice job of washing this one off. You can see the level we've dropped it from today. This is load number 4, I think. I think when it's brim full, you get about 8 loads. It wasn't brim full, it wasn't up near the pipe. Oh, look at it go now. It's gonna start sucking air in a minute. Better, move it to a slightly deeper spot. That'll do it. Right, we're full and the ditch is pretty well empty. There's no point in me coming back to try and pick any of that up. And wait till it fills up again. I suppose if I really wanted to be picky about it, I could put the pipe right down in there, but there's a lot of stone and sediment there that would just end up sucking up. And yeah, that's basically the ditch empty. Spread this and then find something else to do. Right, we actually had some drone battery and I had the drone with me. So I thought we'd make use of it. As you can see, I wasn't very accurate where I was going. From where I'm sat in the tractor, I cannot see where I've spread because it's fairly thin water. From the drone, you could see I was all over the shop and it looked pretty horrific, but it's on the field nevertheless. Now I mentioned earlier in the video about cow matting going down. So the plan is to do both sides of the parlor, back to where the drain is at the back of the parlor there, and then all of the front area here, up to the lip there, and up to where the gates are. Hopefully that will be a good improvement for cows' feet, because obviously they're standing here for a time, aren't they? Every time they're being milked. It'll also gain about 1 inch on the cow, so we'll be reaching slightly less. And what I'm going to do now is just have a go before lunch at moving a couple of these handles up a bit, just because they hurt. Whacking your head on that hurts more than just brushing against this wash line when that's up out of the way. If you crack that on the side of your head, you know about it. So I'm just going to set to do that in a minute. We are making progress. Me and Richard just dropped the tractor up the garage because he needs a service. One of the local mechanics does them for him here. This cord here has always been up as high as he is. He's well out of the way, so he's fine. And then I've adjusted this one and the one behind. And as you can see, I can now walk underneath that. Loads of room. This one's the same, get under that one fine. So this side is now all good. I just started playing with this side, but I'm gonna go home and have my dinner, I think. That one's fine. So I can just cut the tail off of that. This one I've been playing with, I need to let him down a bit. Of course, I've got to do this without actually pulling on the cord because it will empty a load of cake into the troughs and then the cows won't push up properly in the parlour later. That one's fine. We'll cut the tail off of that. If I can find my knife, what have I done with it? Splendid. This is very satisfying. Very satisfying. Now that one needs a bit of work. I'll have to come back to that one after dinner. That one's fine. I can walk under that. That one's on bail cord. What's happened there then? But to be honest, the back one isn't so bad because you pull it, you press the button and then you walk away. Right, one more to do. But anyway, I won't bore you with that because I'm going for my dinner. And this video's probably long enough. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Nice to get the drone out with the tanker. Been wanting to do that for a while. If you haven't already, please think about subscribing. Hit the like button because that helps us get the video out to more and more people. You can also visit the merch store. There's links for everything down in the description. We'll see you on another video very soon. Cheerio. Like a drug that